Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The Ancestor of our sect isn't acting like an elder, written by Azure Studio. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. Sue Kieran was a loser. 30 years old with no hope for advancement at his job and no redeeming features except one, magic. For as long as he could remember, Kieran had dedicated his life to practicing the arcane. Unfortunately, when he was passing down his knowledge to his niece, she lost control of her power, resulting in a backlash of vicious energy that resulted in her being sent to the hospital, her life in critical danger. Kieran tried everything to help his niece to no avail. Just as he had begun to lose hope, a man claiming to be an immortal cultivator appeared, claiming to be able to restore Kieran's niece to perfect health on one condition. Have you ever heard of parallel worlds? On to the next novel, we have The Empress Livestream, written by Quick Fried Mushroom. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Zhang Pengji got something called the Court Intrigue Stream System. Your goal is to become the most prestigious woman in the kingdom, the queen. Zhang Pengji. Okay. System. No problem. Years later, she met the target by becoming the most prestigious woman, the Empress. Zhang Pengji. Well done. No? System. Why the heck did you fight on horseback? I want court intrigue among the king's women. Hashtag how a future general wins the ancient throne. Hashtag her man watches in silence. The system watches with tears. On to the next novel, we have Crossing to the Future. It's Not Easy to Be a Man, written by Madame Rue. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 9. Its synopsis is as follows. After dying from a strange terminal illness, Ling Lan was reborn into a world 10,000 years into the future. Although she dearly wished she could just live a peaceful and uneventful life in her new healthy body, fate had other plans. Forced to disguise herself as a boy just so she could inherit her deceased father's premium military benefits, Ling Lan's journey to adulthood was full of challenges. After much difficulty, she finally turned 16 when she could drop the charade. But before she could grasp her newfound freedom to get married and start her own family, a twist of fate results in her being thrown into the Federation's top military boys' school. With these twists of fate, Ling Lan had little choice but to walk further and further down a path of no return, one of cold and aloof dominance. On to the next novel, we have Doomsday Wonderland, written by Beards and Tails. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I think my boyfriend is trying to kill me, Lin Sanju muttered. As she thought about that rich, handsome, and gentle boyfriend of hers, she could not help but tremble all over. At the present, someone close to her had personally raised the curtains to an apocalyptic hell, and slowly, it was creeping up to her. What if Earth devolved into an apocalyptic hellhole? What if you found out you not only have to survive just one apocalyptic event but have to struggle through multiple worlds with different end-world scenarios? And you get to meet more superpowered crazies than you can imagine. Presenting the worst nightmare that your weird doomsday prepper neighbor with a bunker full of canned beans could have, Doomsday Wonderland is a novel filled with subverted tropes, non-op characters and a female-friendly label which offends all politically correct fanatics. As lucky, humans evolved to post-humans with the ability to adapt to the new world or mutate into disgusting duolojongs to survive. Follow Lin Sanju as she struggles through multiple challenges to just live one more day and make sense of this new world that will no longer be the same. On to the next novel, we have Mulan Has No Elder Brother, written by Chi Dao Jun. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Having transmigrated from being a 28-years-old female forensic doctor into a Mulan that had taken off her armor and now returned home, Mulan expressed there was quite a lot of pressure. And completely unlike the ending of the story, there weren't any fresh flowers and there weren't any applause. The already 30 years old Mulan, who returned home after removing her armor, was already a monster in the rumors around the countryside. She was a mix of Shanbei and Han Chinese. Her height was tall, her appearance not at all beautiful. Her temperament was cold, her strength without a comparison. She had even killed before, wielded a saber before, and had the reputation of eating at the same table, living under the same roof as men for 12 years. She had long been prepared for a lifetime of loneliness. The line she used to refuse the emissary from Roran, as well as the requests of her relatives, "My menses never came before," had further become the original sin of her failure at being a woman. The Mulan, who'd been defrauded by the villagers until she wanted to vomit blood, resolutely stated, if she could do it again, she'd definitely conceal her identity, accept the position in the bureaucracy, get a promotion, raise her salary and reach the pinnacle of her life. In any case, she wouldn't stand for this extreme suffering. On to the next novel, we have The Rebirth of the Malicious Empress of Military Lineage, written by Qian Shan Cha Ke. It is a completed novel and my rating for this novel will be 9. Its synopsis is as follows. Shen Miao, the daughter of a military family, was pure, quiet, gentle, and gracious. Because of her foolish love for Prince Ding, she forced her way into becoming his wife. After 6 years of assisting her husband, she finally became the mother of the world, the Empress. She had stayed with him during the fight for dominion over the empire and during the efforts to expand its territory. She even went so far as to put herself in danger and be taken hostage by a neighboring empire. In spite of this, when she returned to the imperial palace 5 years later, she no longer had a place in the imperial harem. That beautiful woman he kept in his embrace gave her a bright, stunning smile and told her, older sister, the country has settled down. It is time for you to step back as well. Her daughter died tragically and her son the crown prince was deposed. No one in her Shen family, who had been completely loyal to the emperor, were spared. With arrival of a new reign, everything was overturned. Shen Miao never thought that all of the perils they encountered as husband and wife, all of the assistance they gave each other mutually, were nothing but a joke in his eyes. He told her, because you have been with this emperor for more than 2 decades, this emperor will allow you to keep an intact corpse. You should be grateful for this kindness. Beneath a meter of white silk, Shen Miao established a malicious oath. Once the day of reckoning arrives, every single one of you will die. Once reborn, she returns to the year when she was only 14 years old, a time when tragedy has not yet befallen, when her family still lived, and when she was still the pure, quiet, gentle, and gracious daughter of a military family. Close relatives conceal evil intentions, her cousins are vicious and merciless, the new concubine is like tiger watching its prey and that scum wants the previous life's events to be repeated. Her family must be protected, the great enmity must be avenged, and the prize must include the empire's imperial throne. In this lifetime, let us see who comes out on top. But that Xie family's young marquis, that tyrannical and arrogant spear-wielding young man on horseback, stays stubbornly on her side and proudly declares, it is merely toppling the imperial family. Do not forget, the world belongs to you, and you belong to me. The 13 capitals of Yuzhou. This belongs to you. The Dingyuan city in the North Desert. This belongs to you. The southern river of Yuzhou, the eastern sea of Dingxi, the green lakes of Linan, the ancient city of Luoyang, all of these belong to you. Xie Jingxing, if all of this belongs to me, then can you tell me what you want? Alright, you. On to the next novel, we have The Guidebook for Villainesses, written by Jaya. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Levior Bailey, the fake saintess, who banished the innocent princess and stirred up bad blood to wage war. She's the villainess with a facade of a saintess. I love you. So just shut your mouth and die. Okay? But the moment her trusted lover chose her as a sacrifice to the demon, and she realized her father was behind the plan, she killed herself by swallowing poison. It hurt. It was so painful that she could not even scream. But it was fine. Because she knew this was not the end. I will save you this time. Then, she came back for her second life. She was determined to rescue those who were unlucky because of her and restored her life back. You do whatever you want for the man in your dream, Damien said with a rough smile. I'll also protect you the way I want to. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.